Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us start for today. Before we start, actually, just to let you know, we are going to go live after we finish from this account in different account, and the topic is totally different. You know, in the quality of life, we speak about things that have nothing to do with the cult of Muhammad, and we discuss human behavior, what is good for us, what is not right. So today our topic, we will respond to some people who, they have responded for previous video about appearance and look and spending and how people they dress, and we spoke about how to be smart and wise and not to spend your money in silly stuff. So today we are going to discuss those things again, but we will go in more corners. So if you like to join us, feel free after we finish. The admin can post the link for you. You can join us right away after we finish here if you are interested in such a topic. And this is the link. I will post it for you. Actually, the admin is posting the link already. Thank you. And we'll be happy to have you there. Invite your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this account, because this will replace our account, their Arabian Prophet, for some time. We don't want to blame the Muslims for the strike we get only. We got a strike from the Hindus. Sadhguru himself, he made a strike against my account. So YouTube, they give me, I think, maybe 7 days. I don't know how many days I cannot use it. But doesn't matter really. We will put it into sleep. And we have many backup accounts. Nobody can stop us. If they think they can stop us, they are mistaken. So please inform your friends, tell them that we are here, and we are good to go. Today we have this Abdul, Mohammed Insane from Indonesia. And you notice that those people, when they refute Christian Prince, like some of Muslims, they say Christian Prince in the title. And still, when you listen to them, you die laughing at the stupidity, or the way they present things, showing the ignorance. This person, in order to avoid the embarrassment, so he don't get my attention, he stopped using my name in the title, because he want to speak against me, but he don't want to tell me I'm talking about you. So I go watch his video and then we laugh. You know what I mean? Could you unblock this account of mine? Guys, don't give me any request have nothing to do with my topic. Please try to focus with me. If my topic is not interesting for you, you can leave and do something else. So you notice that they don't put my name in the video title because they don't want me. How in the world I want to know that this guy is talking about Christian Prince? There's no way. I mean, look at this. Mustahil Christian Bisa Man Jawab Bumi. I am Bumi. You are Bumi. What you are saying to me, Bumi? It's Bumi, you and your friends. I'm just joking. I don't know even what Bumi means. Ada Tayanagana Yaya Masaya Allah Tayanganaya Mana. Okay. So how in the world Christian Prince now will know that this video is talking about him? You tell me. You know what I mean? So the trick is very simple. This guy, he would present himself as a hero, but he don't want Christian Prince to say, okay, I came to the stage. Where is Christian Prince? Hello? See, the coward did not show up. Hello? But he did not call me. Yeah. So let us see what this guy is saying after saying Mustahil Christian Biyasa Man Jawab. I think he's saying it is impossible, because Mustahil is an Arabic word. Mustahil in Arabic word means impossible for a Christian to answer this question. Let us see if Mustahil. It's Mustahil, brother. It says Mustahil. By the way, I don't know. You feel like you are so depressed, man. Do some meditation with the Sadhguru. Maybe he can help you, because he is sad. His name is Sad, and he is a guru. I mean, you will do perfect match. Okay, so what do you want to say to us?
Christian Prince.
That's me.
Will you explain the truth of this?
Stop. First, I cannot. I mean, come on. I mean, you put the title in Indonesian and you're asking me to explain, and then we go inside the video, we find it in English. I mean, have you ever heard of such a thing? The title, brother, is in Indonesian. The video, brother, is in English. I mean, like, hello? And what do you mean I can answer this? It's mustahil. It says there in the title, mustahil. So it's mustahil. I mean, it's obvious why you are even making the challenge. You won the debate before we started. It's mustahil. Hilarious. And look at the thief. They call their center Aya Sophia and not ashamed of staying our church, converting it into mosque. We will have it back, just don't worry. As soon as this government of the Erdogan is gone, the liberals will come and they will fix it. Just wait, you will see.
Verses which exist in your holy book, according to the book of Job.
Hold on. Why we don't have the book of Job in the Quran? Isn't you Muslim? You say you have 124,000 prophets. Is Job one of them? Why it's in the Quran? Where we can find the book of Job in the Quran? Allah, he dropped him by mistake. He dropped Isaiah, he dropped Job, he dropped, I mean, you name it, just he dropped everybody. He remembered only Muhammad. Muhammad and the guy who made the cow, the camel, the rock, give birth to a camel. Yeah. Okay, what happened in the book of Job? Tell us.
Chapter number 9, verse number 5 and 6.
I like it when you say number 9. I mean, this is very consistent with 90 stuff. I mean, chapter 9, I mean, could take it easy, man. You will explode before you start it. Say it again. Chapter what?
Chapter number 9, verse number 5.
I don't believe it. This is professional. This is, I never saw somebody can say the number 9 as he does. I mean, it's perfect. If I try to say it like him, I cannot do that. Sorry. And I can say 9. I can say 9. But 9, that's something. Okay, so what happened in verse number 9? Chapter number 9, sorry.
Chapter number 9, verse number 5 and 6. The earth has pillars. According to the...
Oh no, stop. That's disaster. So now we know why he was biting the 9. I mean, the earth had pillars. So does the 9 need something special treatment? The earth have pillars in Job chapter 9. Okay.
The book of Job, chapter number 26, verse number 11.
Elephant, verse number 11. I think he meant 11. So verse number 11, it says what?
The heaven has pillars.
Ooh.
And according to the Psalm, chapter number 75, verse number 3 and 4, the earth also has pillars.
You can take it easy. You see, the problem is, when you get a person, you have a brain of a mosquito. You get the talk of a mosquito. Because anyone who opened those chapters, you will see right away that this guy, he did not know even what he's talking about. As an example, he starts from chapter 9, saying that the earth have pillars. You see, he's talking about the earth is going to tremble, describing how earthquake happened. So earth, yes, have pillars. This is inside the earth. We are in the top of a tectonic place. It's moving when we move in the top of the magma. So he's not talking the earth is hanged on pillars, the whole earth. The earth have establishment, base, and the earth shook. And by the way, this is a guy, he is just meditating. He is not speaking science. You see, it's not God even talking. Here Job says. Then Job, he said, and he answered, I know it is so of the truth, but how should man be just with God? So this person is giving them how amazing the Lord is. So you will believe only when the pillars of the earth is shake, when there is an earthquake. So he's not talking about the earth is standing in the sky and there's pillars. How we knew that? From the same chapter you quote. You quote for us Job 26. And this is proven to us that you are a fraud, because you mentioned that in your video. You said Job 26. Let's go back in your video. So there's no way you can say I escaped that. I did not notice it. I did not see it. If we go back to his video, you will see he said the following. Let's go there. Did he mention Job 26? Yes, he did. Did he even pass the verse I'm going to show? Yes, he did. So how he did not read it is impossible. Huh? See?
Has pillars. According to the book of Job, chapter number 26, verse number 11.
Verse number 11. So in the book of Job, chapter 26, verse number 11. Okay. So how come you did not see it? How come you saw number 11 but you did not see the verses before it? Let us see what Job, verse number 11, saying. Huh? If we read together here, we will see that all you claim in your video is a blank bullet. You are really an idiot. It says here, he stretched out the north over the empty space and hanged the earth upon nothing. Do you see it? Hang the earth upon nothing. So that destroys everything you said. Everything you said is a fraud. The earth is hanged on nothing. Imagine thousands of years ago, somebody saying to us, it took the scientists, God knows for how long, I mean, thousands of years, to find out what is scientific today, that the earth is hanged in empty space, empty place. Empty. There's nothing. Empty. And hang where? On nothing. Do you see it? So how come you saw number 11, which is here, but you did not see number 7? Huh? Because if number 11 saying that the heaven have pillars, that's mean the pillars and the earth, the earth have pillars, the heaven have pillars, they are connected together, there's a column between them, and this is what it's meant, this is what you are trying to say. But the verse number 7, giving you a spank, saying that he stretched out the north over empty space, empty place, and he hanged the earth upon nothing. And this is absolutely true. The earth is hanged on the space, but upon nothing. In where? In empty space. Totally empty. So when a Muslim, he tried to say something, you as a Christian, don't take him seriously. Always you should know that they are lying. And the reason I say lying, because ask yourself as a Christian, do you think this guy, he was able to find number 11, the one he's complaining about, without seeing verse number 7? You know what I mean? It's impossible. There is no way he did not see it. Unless he is quoting from a Muslim post, you know, and if he is doing that, that means he's a kid. You know, this is what kids do. A kid, he quote a verse somebody posted in a question, and we make a story about it, right? So either you are a kid or you are a person who knows what he is talking about. Please, guys, don't forget to share the link, invite everybody. Not many people know that we are in this channel. And don't forget to subscribe. And by the way, the one who subscribed, we are going to send you free round trip to heaven. We will use Al-Burak. Al-Burak is a beautiful animal, took the Prophet Mohammed to the heaven and came back, and he stopped in his way to Jerusalem in less than 8 hours. So we will give you opportunity to use Al-Burak. And all of this is paid by the company. It's called Kuala Lumpur Shabur. Okay, it's a new company, you know. It's a yeah. So like everything for free, paid by Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. So please subscribe, tell your friends that we will be in this channel for now. And I will post later another channel. You know, we have many channels, you know. So if they try to stop us on one, we will go and we will be like a pop-up window, you know, have fun, stop us, hello. And you know, yesterday I told you something about each time Muslims, they flag my videos, I get donations. I mean, I love it, man. I mean, why Christian, they donate only to me when I have flagging? I mean, come on. So Muslims are doing me really a favor. I mean, you flag me, I get donation. Look like the Christian, they feel like, okay, we need to support this guy, so let us make donation. You know, even I'm not asking. I mean, I don't talk about it, but this is what happened. So thank you, Muslims. I'm thinking even to flag myself from now on. You know, I will ask that guru to do it again. So anyway, so here you see, going back to the topic, that's their claim is destroyed in one verse, because if either the pillars exist for the heaven or for the earth, that's mean the earth is not connected in empty space and the earth is not hanged on nothing. But this is definitely, you know, denied in the Bible. As you see, the verse is so clear, it's amazing, and this is something written thousands of years ago, and this person, he is not scientist and he is not talking about science. And you know, for us, we don't consider this as science. This is not science. But because Muslims, they speak about science, so here we go, you get the spank you need. Now, if we go to different, you know, the Muslim even, they say to us, the Bible says the four corners of the earth. This is make the earth flat. You know, the Quran says that the earth have edges. Four corners is a figure of a speech. And we can prove that this is absolutely false. You know, claim from the Muslims that the earth is flat in the Bible, because if we go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, you will see in verse number 22, it is he that he stitched upon the circle of the earth. You see it? What corners? So the corners here about direction. Do you see it? The circle of the earth. But if we go to the yellow page of Muhammad, we will find the following. And you will see the Muslim, they try to fix what is written in the Quran by adding things between to bracket to make it look nicer. You know, chapter 13, verse number 41, as an example, it says, this is the Muslim translation. See that we gradually reduce the land from outlying borders. Do you see it? If you change the translation, they add between reduce from the control, doesn't matter, from outlying borders, from the edges. Change the translator. This is Italian. Huh? Do you see it? Don't they see how we deal with the earth? They mentioned it at edges. So it is you who believe the earth has edges, not us. So what the Muslims, they do, they take things they have in their book and they throw it at us, claiming it is us who have it. It is the Quran who mentioned the earth is flat. This is why your God Allah, he come in the third part of the night every day. If you remember, we make a video and the sheikh, he was answering the person about a Muslim, he answered. A Muslim, he asked question to the sheikh. He said to him, how Allah, he will come in the third part of the night every night if the earth have many time zone. What the sheikh said to him, I find that your question is very disturbing. And then he started rumbling for like 20 minutes, insulting the person without answering. The guy, he asked you, how he come back, Allah, he come down in the third part of the night. There's many third part of the night. So it is obviously Muhammad is the one who believes we have one time zone. Actually, we can prove that very easy from the Quran and from the Hadith, as an example. If we go and see here Muhammad, if you remember, there's a guy, his name, her sister, her name Fifi. She said that this hadith is true and this is reality. You remember the hadith? He said this hadith is true and this is reality. So they cannot say this is not true. That's it. It's too late now, right? Remember, he says this is reality. Prophet, put that in your skull. Yeah, I remember that what he said. Put that in your skull. Oh, okay. So here it says, do you know where the sun goes at the time of sunset? I replied, Allah and his apostle know better. That's it. He said, it goes, travel till prostrate itself under Allah's throne, under the throne, and take permission to rise again. And then it's permitted, and then it will keep doing that until the judgment day. Allah will not permit the sun to go where it's coming, the normal term, which means from the east to the west as usual. And he will say to the sun to go back. It will is going to prostrate itself, and but prostration will not be accepted, and it will be asked to go on its course, but it will not permit it, but it will be ordered to return whence it has come, and so it will rise from the west. So the sun have to come back from where it's coming from. Where it's coming from? From the west. This is how Allah described the movement of the sun. That's mean we have one time zone, because where the sun goes, the sun is gone. That's it. Where the sun goes? The sun goes under the throne of Allah. And what it's doing is going to bow down. So the second the sun is gone, it is the same second for everywhere in the world. And the sun now is under the throne of Allah prostrating, and then will take a nap or stay there prostrating until Allah give it permission to go stand up and go again and rise upon us. Until one day in the judgment day, the sun will not be allowed, and then Allah, he will order the sun to go back where it's coming from, as you see in the hadith. And this is, by the way, explanation for the Quran. As you see, Muhammad here is quoting the Quran. He says, and that is the interpretation of the statement of Allah, and the sun runs on its fixed course for a term. Chapter 36, verse number 38. So look at this. It is the Muslim who believe in this, and they throw it at us. Now, do the Quran teach that the earth have pillars? Because he mentioned pillars in his video, right? Let us go and see. The fact, yes, the Quran mentioned the earth have pillars. Let us go and take stuff one by one. In chapter Noon, chapter Al-Qalam, some Muslims, they call it chapter Noon, depend in the Quran. The first verse, it says Noon. What is Noon? I'm not going to tell you. This is the cousin of Muhammad, which Muhammad, he prayed to be the scholar of the nation. The scholar of the nation. So he is the best. Somebody asking how we can find your account if it's changed. The easiest way, you go to Patreon. You see Patreon on the screen. Anytime, go the last post, see the last post I made. That will be where I'm going to go live. Here we go. It's in the screen. We are moving it. We are making it dance for you. See it? So go to Patreon/Christian Prince, and then this is how you will be updated which channel I will be in. Very easy. Or subscribe to my page in Facebook. It's very easy, brother. Come on. You know? Yeah. So anyway, it says here, and from his narration and authority of Ibn Abbas, he have an authority. Yeah, he's the only one, Allah, he called him the scholar of the nation, Muhammad. His regarding the interpretation of Allah saying Noon, he said Noon, he says, Allah swear by Noon, which is the wheel that carry the earth on its back while in the water. So this guy, he was making a video to show you how, brother and sisters, in the Bible it says the earth have pillars, but he did not notice, which is not true, this is not what the verse meant, but he did not notice that in his Quran and his religion, the earth is in the top of a whale, and the whale, his name is Noon. And let me introduce for you the whale Noon. You know, like we used to go fishing together. This is Mr. Noon. Noon. So you make a video for the Muslims, you found pillars in the Bible, and now you have a concern. Mustahil, Christian Prince can answer this. No, it's you're an idiot. The book of Job, chapter 26, verse number 7, say clearly, he hanged the earth on nothing. And the space is an empty space. Empty. There's no pillars. But it is you who have pillars for the earth, and not only that, the earth is in the top of noon. What is noon? It's a whale. Who's saying so? Read carefully. Sorry, Noon, I have to put you inside the side. He's upset. Okay, let me put you back. You know, this guy is very sensitive. You know, you cannot play games with Noon. He's very huge. He can, like, no, he get angry and he cause earthquake. So I'm going to put you here. Okay. Are you happy now? Come on. You want to be more clear? Okay, hold on. Okay, what you can say? I mean, Noon is very sensitive person. You have no idea how sensitive Noon is. Yeah. So anyway, it says here, in the authority of Ibn Abbas, brother, see that, who is talking? The cousin of Muhammad, the one who Muhammad praise him, pray to Allah to make him the scholar of Islam, the only scholar named by Muhammad to explain the Quran. So he said, Noon. He says, Allah swear by noon. Allah what? Swearing by what? By noon. Okay, what is that noon? That must be very important, because you always swear by something you know, more important than you. Like I swear by God because God is higher than me. So he says, Allah swear by noon, which is the wheel that carries the earth on its back while in water, and beneath which is the bowl. Oh boy, what is the bowl? I forgot the bowl. Hold on. Give me a second. I need to bring the bowl now. I mean, what's happening here? We are forgetting stuff. We need to bring the bowl. Where is the bowl? Soon we will have a zoo here in the screen. Yeah, okay, here we go. This is the bowl. So now the bowl is carrying the earth and the whale in the top of the bowl. Very scientific. I mean, that's true, by the way. There is a scientist, his name is Ball from Japan. He found that this is true. He found that there is a bowl, and he found there is a whale. And actually, yes, if you go in the ocean, you can watch Discovery Channel, you know, you will find really there is a bowl, and there's a go, just watch them, just watch them. It's true, you know. So anyway, as long as this is proven to be true, there's no need to discuss to prove it. It's proof, it's true. You know, we can just make an article, make it true. So, and beneath, which is the bowl, and under the bowl, man, they say Allah is going deep in details. What is under the bowl? Is the rock. I see the rock here. See the rock? There's a rock here. Scientific. I mean, come on. The bowl will be standing in what? There's a rock. Hello? And under the rock is dust. Man, we are getting now in dusty stuff. You know, the second you speak about dust, you get, that's it. This is very deep. I mean, that's it. We arrived to the dust now. So, and under the rock, there's a dust. And look here, the honesty of Muslims. That's it. Their knowledge limit here, like they are honest. They say, and none knows what is under the dust save Allah. I mean, don't even try. That's it. This is our limit of knowledge. Do you see it? So if we ask Zakir Naik, he will say to us, let us call him. Shall we call him, Zakir Naik? I know him. He might be doing some business. You know Zakir, you know, like he's always busy. And he's very famous. He is a celebrity. Unbelievable. Oh boy. We are not famous. What we can do? I mean, one day we will become famous. So what we will do? I mean, that's it. When you are famous, you are famous. Let us call Zakir Naik. See, maybe we can get something from him. Zakir Naik is the best. Forget about the rest. I'm calling his private cell phone. Hello? Truth and Prince, I told you don't call me. Hey, how in the world you know it's me in a second, man? I don't even have like, how it's a private number. You cannot know that it's me. Truth and Prince, I always inspired by Allah when you call me. Okay, so Allah inspired you and what He told you. What? Okay, let's see if Allah, He told you what I'm going to ask. Can He do that? Exactly. Allah, you can tell me. You are going to talk to me about how to make hummus. Make what? Hummus. No. Okay, hold on. I'm receiving inspiration. You are going to ask me about women beating Islam. No. Okay, hold on. Inspiration is coming. You are going to ask me about how Prophet, he went to the seventh heaven in the top of flying mule. No. Okay, I give up. But what do you mean? You just told me that Allah, He told you and inspired you. What happened? Christian Prince, sometimes the inspiration can stop. And even Prophet Muhammad, inspiration for him stop. Okay, but why the inspiration for Muhammad stop? And I remember, he tried to commit suicide when this happened. Is that true? Exactly. And this happened because they bring it to religion. What? Because that they bring the religion. Okay, I will pass with this one. I don't know what you're saying. But why the Prophet, he was trying to commit suicide? It's very simple. You're a Prophet of Allah. And then suddenly Allah stopped talking to you. You get upset. So the Prophet, he was very sensitive. Very kid sensitive. Yeah, I can tell. That's why he like kids. And, he kill people. He split into pieces. He's very sensitive. He have a very nice feeling too. Exactly. And because of that, the Prophet, he tried to commit suicide. Okay. But anyway, Zakir, this is not my topic. I want to ask you about noon. I know you will ask me about noon. I know it. But you know, what do you mean you know it? I asked you like 10 times and you could not figure out, and then you said to me you give up. I did not say give up. You said give up. You didn't give up. You said give up. It's recorded. I told you from the time, don't record me. And this is against the law. It's not legal, and you cannot record me without my permission. Without what? My permission. Permission. Okay. So anyway, Zakir Naik, it's recorded. What you can do about it? So now, how in the world that the Earth is swimming in the top of a whale? Is there any proof of that? Great Prince. The whale in the Quran presents something very nice. Is that like a dream? You are going to give me interpretation for it? What presents something nice? It's a whale. Is it a whale or not a whale? I'm not going to lie to you and say it's metaphorical. It's not metaphorical. It's a real whale. But this whale is different. It's very big and very huge. And this is why we can see him, because we are so small. Because we are so small, the whale is so big, we cannot see it. Can you just explain more? Example. The Earth is so big, and we can't see it. We can see it. We cannot see it. No, we can see it. We cannot see it. If you look under the ground, you see only little tiny part of the Earth. But you don't see the Earth. You got a point there. Exactly. And always I get you busted. You have to admit that. Okay, so now we are in the top of the whale, and the whale is in the top of a ball. What that ball is doing there? First of all, the ball is very important. If you go to Spain, where? To Spain, you mean the Spanish? Exactly. If you go to Spain, you will find that the Spanish people, they are playing with the ball. And they do that because they are presenting their anger from earthquake. In Spain, there's a lot of earthquake. In Spain, there's a lot of earthquake. And this is why they play with the ball? Exactly. Because they understand the situation and the reality. And this is scientifically true into a rule. Actually, if we open the book of George Bernard Shaw, you will see that George Bernard Shaw, he said that this is found to be true, and we found a lot of evidence about it. What is the evidence that there is a ball is carrying the Earth? First of all, the ball is very strong. Yes, this is true. And that exactly explains the reason for that. Because the ball can carry anything, can carry you, can carry your wife, can carry your family. The ball, but this is the ball we are talking about. It's very big, huge. Okay, Zakir Naik, thank you very much for giving us your time. I'm going to hang up on you. Christian Prince, you can't hang up on me. Because now you get busted and now you decide to hang up. And no, but then when I I'm give you taking from your time. I tell you to read for me what's written there. Okay, I will read for you as long as you are wishing for that. It says the name of the whale is Lewis. Who is Lewis? Lewis is a very value name. As an example, in America you have a guy, his name is Louis Farrakhan. His name is what? Louis Farrakhan. Ah, you mean Louis Farrakhan? Ah, okay. Hey, this is the same guy? It's not the same guy, you idiot. Louis Farrakhan is a human. This guy is a whale. But they have like the same last name. Ah, the same last name, Louis. Ah, okay. And it says the name of its name is Lotia. So how come one place you Muslim you think it's Louis and the other name it says Lotia? Very simple reason. Depend on the location. As an example, in the Middle East, Christian they call Jesus Yeshua. In America they call him Jesus. I got you busted. Makes sense. Okay. And the name of the ball is Bahamut. Bahamut. His name is Bahamut. What Bahamut mean? Greater breath. The word Bahamut can be found in the Bible. Yeah, but the word Bahamut in the Bible is not about a whale. Sorry, a bull. You know, it's a different story. Exactly. Because you corrupted the Bible. And here Bahamut is the bull. And we are the one who get you busted, and now we know what Bahamut. It is the bull which carrying the earth. Okay. The whale, the bull. Okay. Here it says, and some they say the name is Talahut or Liwana. I mean, how you Muslims you have too many names for the same thing? Because I told you, different location, we Muslims all everywhere. There's Muslim in Bangladesh, there's Muslim in Pakistan, there's Muslim everywhere. So everybody has different culture and different name for the same thing. Okay, get you busted. Okay, the whale in the sea called Adwad. But you just said to me the whale, his name is Louis. So how became Adwad? First of all, I mean, you are repeating the same question. I'm going to pass. Okay. And then it says, and he is in the sea, in the huge sea. The ball is in a huge sea. And then the sea is in a Hollywood rock, whereby there is 4,000 cracks. How you Muslims know how many cracks under the earth, man? Very simple. You go there and you count them. Crack number 1, crack number 2, crack number 3, crack number 4, crack number 5, crack number 6, crack number 6, okay, Zach and I, okay, take care, brother. Crack number 9, crack number 13, crack 14, crack number 15, crack number 15, Zach and I, that's it, okay, thank you. Forget about this question. I'm not going to, we cannot stay the whole day. How you are counting the crack? You see them? I can see them, Christian Prince, because they are in my head. Thank you very much. So you Muslims, you are upset because the Bible says they have a pillars and we just get you busted and this is your Quran. This is Quran. This is book of God. Whale carrying the earth, bull carrying the earth. And what else? Are we done? No, we are not. We are not. They speak against our book, fabricate stories, but they don't see their book. If we go and read chapter Qaf, chapter 50, verse number 1, it says, what's his name? Abdul? Insane? Hey, insane. I want you to read, brother. Christian Prince, not only he spank you, he educate you. I'm sure you learn things you never heard of all your life because you're an idiot. So read with me. Maybe you do not know how to read like your prophet. So chapter Qaf, it says that Qaf is an azure mountain. Read carefully. And from his narration on the authority of Ibn Abbas that he said, in the interpretation of Allah saying Qaf, he said Qaf, he says, is an azure mountain overlooking the world, this world. And the color of this sky takes from it. Allah swear by it, by the glorious Quran. See it? So, what is the pillars of the heaven? It is an azure mountain surrounding the earth, and the sky is in the top of it too. And if there is any verses support this verse? Yes, there is many. As an example, if we go here, we will find chapter 13, verse number 2, and chapter 31, verse number 10 says, خلق السماوات بغير عمد ترونها. Let us see what the translation says. He created the heaven without pillars that you can see. What does that mean? That means there's pillars, but you cannot see. Correct, guys? He did not say without pillars. He said without pillars that you can see. Correct? When I say to you, I created the heaven without pillars you can see, obviously I'm saying there is pillars, but you cannot see. Otherwise, why I'm adding the word you cannot see? I mean, if they are not there, I cannot see them anyway, right? It's I mean, you cannot see something that doesn't exist, but he is adding the word you cannot see because there is pillars, but you cannot see. How that can be possible? In chapter Qaf, it's explained. It says here, it's an azure mountain, and it is a blue mountain. This is what azure mountain mean. It's a blue mountain overlooking this world, the whole world. And the color of the sky is taken from it. This is why we cannot see. Do you see it? People, do you understand? Why we cannot see the pillars? Yeah, no, come on, no, don't come in the screen again. I mean, this guy, he don't want to go. No, come on. Can you please do me a favor? Just, I will bring you back. I promise. Come on, no. Hello, no. Okay, no, okay. No. I cannot make him upset. Okay, I have to. Okay, I will make you. Sorry, I will make you small. Okay, that's okay. You don't like to be small, don't you? Okay. Okay, no, you are now in the screen. Everybody can see you, even though I moved you. Okay, you don't know what's happening. He's not on the screen. So we have now a mountain, which is Azure Mountain, surrounding the earth. Its name is Qaf, and the sky is taking color from the mountain. This is why we cannot see. So the Quran confirms that it is you who believe that the earth and the heaven have pillars. Actually, if we go in the Quran, we will find more verses, which is very embarrassing. Not only chapter 31, verse number 10, and the other verse too, but we go here. How the sky is not failing us. How the sky is not failing on us. Do you know? The Quran explains. Let us open the verse. And laugh. Chapter 22 as an example, verse number 65. All right. Who is holding the sky from failing on us? Do you see it? Who is holding the sky from failing on us? Do you see it? This is your Allah talking. If not Allah holding the sky will fall on us. But the sky is empty space. What fell on us? We are inside the sky, actually. We are inside the sky. We are not outside of the sky. We are swimming. We are just a little tiny dust inside this huge, amazing space. Little tiny dust as a size compared to the space. So what do you mean he is holding the sky from failing us? Why? Because he holds it with the pillars, which we cannot see. The Quran even explains how birds are not falling down. How birds, they can go in the sky and they don't fall down. The Quran explained that, which is amazing, brother. Chapter 16, verse number 79. Haven't they seen the birds flying in the midst of the sky? None sustain them except Allah. Who is holding them in the sky? Allah. Do you see it? If you don't like the translator, we can change it for you. You know. But who is the one who is holding the birds from falling down? Allah. Otherwise, the birds will fall down. It's not because the birds are having wings and they are pushing the wind under their wings, and that make them, stay in the sky. No, brother, no, this is not the reason, brother. The real reason, brother, because simply Allah is holding the birds from falling down from the sky. So this is what happened. Always Muslims, they come with the argument which is they are the one who is infected with, not us. And they claim that it is us who have it. What about the earth is flat? There's tons of verses in the Quran saying the earth is flat, as an example. Chapter 71, verse number 19. The Muslim then translate it as, and he made the earth spread for you. What spread for you? It's not a spread. And this is false translation. It says besought. Besought in Arabic means carpet. Change the translator. Widespread. See the liars. Change the translator. We keep changing the translator to see maybe we can get one of them. He have a little bit of honesty. He made the earth into an expense. Okay. The word carpet does not exist. That's it. The word carpet is gone. Nobody want to put the word carpet. Let us see. Let us see. Biktal. He made the earth wide expense for you. Okay. Hold on. I will try something. Excuse me. I will go to the Muslim website. Very well-known Muslim website. All right. It's called Quran.com. And we will do a trick there to get them busted. When you speak about Islam, you have to work hard to show the proof, because they try always to hide the truth. All right. We are opening the thing. Okay, we will put translation. Let us see. Give me a second. I will put all the translations. See, we start seeing some change in the translation. So look what I did. I went to this website and I activated all the translation they have in their page. All of it. All right. Ah, we have here, we missed one. All right. So now let us see. Dr. Ghali, Mohammed Ghali, and Allah has the earth for you as an outspread rug. Do you see the word rug? Why nobody have it? And why even he put between two brackets? This is what the Quran is saying. It says besought. You read all the translation, none of them he put the word rug, and none of them he put the word carpet. Do you see it? Why? Because all Islamic translation is a fraud. We have a Muslim in the chat, so what we can do with him? So what if he's a Muslim in the chat? And so sure we will have Muslims in the chat. We have many of them. Do you see it? If we go to the front verse in the Quran, are you saying you want to call me? But we will go soon in the quality of life. You know? If you go in the Quran, chapter 79 as an example, it says, 79 verse number 30. Here again they make the said, and after that he spread the earth. What spread the earth? The ha spread the earth. He made it flat. If we go right now and we get the interpretation for the verse by the scholars, not by the translator, what we will see? Let us do that. 79:30. Let us go. See, we don't do what the Muslims do. We don't give them our interpretation. We show them their own interpretation. And what the interpretation is saying. This is Ibn Abbas. And after that he spread the earth. Even he spread it on the water. It's also said 2,000 years after that he spread on the water. This is Ibn Abbas. Let us see Al-Jalalayn. And after that he spread out the earth and he made it flat. Do you see it? I mean, how clear we can make it more? But you will see the Muslims making fun of the Bible, saying the Bible says the earth is flat, even though the Bible is saying the opposite. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah, clearly explaining the shape of the earth, how it is, as you see. No honesty, no dignity, all is lies. This is the only thing they come with. It is their book, who is full of garbage, crazy stuff, and it is them who make tons of videos about scientific miracles of the Quran. You believe it or not? And you know, by the way, I want to warn you, always Muslim translations have nothing to do with Arabic books. As an example, I want you to go and see the interpretation of Qaf, chapter Qaf, which is chapter number 50. And this is Ibn Kathir in English. Okay? Look, Ibn Kathir in English have nothing to do with Ibn Kathir in Arabic. This is Ibn Kathir in Arabic. Here, if you look, it doesn't say anything about what is Qaf, where is Qaf is located, nothing. But if you go and read hold on, this one. Actually, this is Noon. Just hold on. Let's go to Noon. Let's go to Noon. Noon. We have too many. 68, 69. All right. And now here. This is Noon wal qalam wa ma yasturun. All right. And this is where we found the whale and the story. Correct? Okay. If we go to Ibn Kathir in Arabic and Ibn Kathir in English for the same chapter, we will find a huge difference between them. As an example, this is Ibn Kathir saying, Noon, chapter 1, it said that Noon is a great whale in the top of the water, of the great water in the ocean, and he is carrying the two earth, the seven earth. He's carrying what? The seven earth. And then here from Ibn Abbas it says, when Allah first he created the pen, and then he said to the pen, write, and then he said to him, write what? So he said, write destiny. And then he started writing from that time until the day of judgment. And then he created Noon. And then he made steam come up from the water. And then the sky were wide open. And then he made the earth flat in the top of the whale Noon. And then Noon did move. and then the earth start moving. And then Allah, He put the mountains at the top of it, so the earth will not move. Where we can find this in Ibn Kathir in English? It's gone. This is Ibn Kathir in English. Be my witness. This is Ibn Kathir in English, chapter 68, verse number 1. Anyone can tell me where we can find this story about the moon and the earthquake, and Allah, He put the moon, the whale in the top of the water, and then He made the earth flat in the top of it's not exist. And let me do this, because some they will say, oh, maybe he's lying, it doesn't say that in Arabic. So what we will do, I will open this in Google browser, give me a second, and we will click translate, you know, automatic translation. Give me a second, because not all browsers support the translation of Google. You have to use only Google. So let's do this. This is Google translation. Let us put it in the screen. All right. This is Google translation. I am going to click translate automatically in front of your eyes. And by the way, this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Official website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is government website. This is not a private website. This is Tafsir Ibn Kathir in front of you on the screen. Watch with me. I click translate. Let us see what will happen. Read with me. It was said that it was meant by saying noon, a great whale, in the surrounding great, the translation is not correct. So he made a stream of water, and then it carry all the lands, the 7 lands, not 2 lands. You see, the translation is not accurate too. He carried the 7 lands at the top of it. And it says from Ibn Bashar told us, Yahya he told us, Sufyan he told us, etc. From etc. It told us blah 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 blah. The authority of etc. It says of Ibn Abbas, he said, the first God, in the beginning God, he created what was the pen. And then he said write. And he said, what I should write? He said, write the destiny. So he ran, and he will keep writing until the day of judgment. Okay. And then he created noon. What is noon? A whale over the water, you know. The water vapor was raised to the sky and was lifted from it. And the earth spread on the back of a noon. In the back of what? Noon. What is noon? Whale. What is noon? Noon is the whale. Remember, right? Noon is a whale. Noon is a great whale. So Allah, He made the water became like a steam, and the sky wide open, and then Allah, He created the earth, and He put it in the top of noon. Okay? And the earth spread on the back of the noon, the whale noon. So noon was, carrying the earth in the top of its back, and the earth became a flat. And then the noon, he disturbed the earth, he started moving. So he caused earthquake. So Allah, He fixed it by mountains. The translation is silly, but it's just to prove the point, you know. You see it? Why we have mountains? Because Allah, He put heavy stuff in the top of noon, so He will stop moving. But where we can find this in Ibn Kathir in English? Any Muslim can explain to me how all of this garbage is gone? It's gone. This is the Arabic. This is the translation. It's gone. We cannot find single word of the story there. So for those fools who say to me sometime, it doesn't say that, even some Christian, they say, we went to Ibn Kathir, we did not find this. Don't be naive. The one who translate and the Muslims agree with him. This is very embarrassing. So we have to make it disappear. It's gone. The whole story is gone. Read the whole. This is the interpretation for the verse. That's it. It's gone. This is in noon. The interpretation of noon. Allah saying noon. What noon mean? There's no. That's it. The whole interpretation is gone from the translation. So while in English it's saying the opposite, if you translate using Google translation, that yes, Allah, he created a wheel, and he put the wheel, the earth in the top of the wheel, and blah 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 blah, and all of this is gone. Why? Because it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing to be a Muslim believing in this. It's embarrassing to be a Muslim and you don't get disturbed by Muslims fabricating translation for you. Aren't you upset, Muslims? How embarrassing. Why they say Tafsir Ibn Kathir when Ibn Kathir, more than 70% of his words is gone? Why? So you find Ibn Kathir saying embarrassing stuff, so we take his words off? As simple as that. Anyway, we are going to go to the Quality of Life account. We invite all of you. I will post the link for those who like to join us. The topic there have nothing to do with Islam. People are going to be waiting soon. We are going to be there in 18 minutes from now. Let me show you the page. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel we are in, and to the second channel we will go to. If you care to join us there, we don't speak about Islam. There we discuss and we open the phone for people to call us and to discuss the topic, which is have nothing to do with the garbage of Muhammad. All right. This is the channel. It's called The Quality of Life M27. Please subscribe. You know, many people they think spending for like special items in our life is necessity, and to look elegant, like here we have today, we have a comment, we are going to respond to it, and you know, whatever I say, people get upset. Many of them, they get upset because they find themselves somehow, maybe, I mean, what I say is against them. I'm not talking about a person. I'm advising those who they need advice. If you think you do not need advice, it's up to you. You want to spend. You want to buy fancy stuff, expensive stuff, go ahead. Good luck, you know. For me, I am here to advise those who need advice. I want to see all people, not only Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhas, have a good life. They knew how to survive and not to be foolish, spending their money in the wrong location. So if you like to join us, this is the link again. We will be there, as you see in the screen, in 16 minutes from now. And we will be... we have a Muslim saying CP is a joke of the year. No, a blue zone. Hold on. Guys, you see the Muslims, they like it. They like it. What I can do. CP is the joke of the year. Okay, listen, blues. I will ask you to find me a better joke for the centuries to come and the centuries in the past. If you can answer this. Forget about the wheel and the earth and the top of the wheel. Forget about it. Brother, I have a discovery for you. Let us see who is the joke. The Messenger of Allah said, the man water is thick and white, and the woman water is thin and yellow, and whichever of them comes first, the child resembles the parents. Blue, now we knew why you became a blue, because obviously I think your father is a blue, right? So he comes first. This is why you are a blue and you are a male. You know, I told my dad, by the way, I told him that I know what happened in the bedroom with my mom. He said, behave yourself. My dad is very aggressive, by the way. The second you mention his wife, that's it. He might shoot you. And said, well, the Prophet said, and I told him what he said. The Prophet who told you that is an idiot. So now I know what happened in the bedroom. It was my dad who comes first. That's why I became a male like my father, and I resemble him. Amazing discovery. This is not a joke, brother. This is science, pure science. So blue, if you look ugly, disgusting, and you don't want your wife to have a son look like you, don't come first. Very easy. Let your wife come first. Right? By the way, Muhammad's wife never comes, and we can prove it from the hadith too. So you want to talk about joke? Here we go. We give you someone. We give you a joke before we finish. Again, don't forget to join us in the other account. We will go live, and this is the link that we posted again for you guys. Post it for us. I mean, share it with your friends, invite them, and we will be happy to have you. 15 minutes from now, we will be in the other account. May the Lord bless you. Don't forget to download the video, subscribe to this channel. Not too many people knows about it yet, and we are going to create more channels, so get ready to subscribe to more. You know, we will never stop. It doesn't matter what they do. We will be going live, because all what we need is to go live and people copy my videos. As simple as that. And not only that, actually, I'm thinking now seriously, because of the Muslims, to there's a company we can pay, and they will broadcast. Like, I will do one broadcast, and at the same time my broadcast will go in 3 locations, 3 platforms at the same time. 3 platforms of my choice. So I can do in Facebook, in YouTube, and one more. I will think which one. So I think this is a good idea. Like, instead of just going in one place, but they need subscription, like a monthly payment for their service, which is okay. You know, I might do it. So I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you all. And enter, we'll see you soon again in the other channel in 15-14 minutes from now. Christ is Lord, and this is how we do it. We get them busted with no mercy. Da, 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 da. This is how we do it. What the song? What, this is how we do it? Yeah, this is how we do it. I cannot find the song, actually. I like the music. This is how we do it, right? This is how we do it. Yeah, I need to find it. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you. Until we see you soon again. Christ is our Lord. He is our Savior. His words is wise. His act is holy. His name is amazing. And even the Muhammadan, they are waiting for the Messiah to come. Even the cult of Muhammad believe that the Messiah is the living person for thousands of years, while Muhammad is rotting in the grave and the bugs ate him. We are following the living Lord. They are following the dead man. A person, he came once to my father and he said to him, "You are a person of a great name, great family, very well known, very important. We invite you to come and to accept Islam." The guy who's inviting him is a big sheikh in the city. My father, he said to him nicely and politely, "Question, where is Isa now?" The guy, he said, "Isa is in heaven." He said, "Where is Muhammad now?" He said, "Well, Muhammad, he passed away." My father, he said, "Well, I will follow the living one." This is my answer. It's very simple. Why in the world you want to follow a dead one when you believe that there's a living one? Even if you think he's a prophet, doesn't make sense. You follow a dead prophet and you don't follow a living prophet. So if you believe, if you're a Muslim and you believe Jesus is just a prophet, how in the world you follow the living, you follow the dead one, but you don't follow the living one? That's amazing. And not to compare between the stupidity and the wisdom of the Lord, that's an insult to him. We can't even compare. We can't even get close. So we are the followers of the living, walking, talking, living word of God. That is the Messiah. His name is holy. His act is holy. His work is glorious. And no one like him, and no one can overcome him. Good luck with that. Thank you. God bless you. And see you soon again. In 5 minutes from now. Or 10 minutes. Thank you.